Hey guys, it's me, Lilica. Welcome to my mixtape. Um, Tonight I'm gonna be going over the specials self-titled album. Just a little. I wouldn't say that it's a review because it's not really a review. It's like a vibe check, because it's got a good vibe and I want to share it with you. So I just wanted to tell you about them. The first time I heard them was on K Rock, probably in the 80s. Um, and I liked them then. I didn't really listen to them other than that on the radio. And when I was about 19 years old, my friend Jenny came to live with me, and I recorded a bunch of her CDs, and that was one of them. And oh boy, it stuck. It was so good. Like, I don't know. It's a really good album, and everyone should listen to it. So it starts with gangsters come screeching in to the scene up in front of the joint and busting into the bar and ready to have a good time. And it's about, gangsters. And even though it's about organized crime, um, it doesn't glorify it, but it makes it catchy and it's really great. Um, After that, it's a message to you, Rudy. Um, it's got a good harmonica in it, and I'm not really even a big fan of harmonicas. Um, Pretty much it's a stop fucking around theme, and I feel like it's good for young people and old people like to be reminded that we shouldn't always just fuck around, even though it's pretty fun sometimes. Um, and then after that is the dog. I feel like it's a total working class anthem. It calls out a lot of different subcultures to stand together and, you know, not allow themselves to be oppressed by having to work and exist in a system that is corrupt and hard to deal with. And, you got to stand up for yourself and not be a jerk. And then it's up to you is after that. And it's up to you is really good. It's pretty much about what it sounds like. We all have the opportunity to make our own choices. And it's okay to do that even when people around you don't get it, because you got to do you, boo. Anyway, after that is Nightclub, and this is a really good song. It's really fun. You can tell everybody was having a good time. And it makes me think about good days of past, partying, seeing the specials in a bar with my friends. And I really value that memory. So I like listening to this song because it sparks a good memory. Well, the whole album sparks a good memory for me, like being at that show in San Luis Obispo at Mother's Tavern. It doesn't exist anymore, but that was one of the best shows I've been to my whole life. I loved it. And then It Doesn't Make It All Right is the following track. And, it's pretty much about racism and fighting a system that tries to pit us against each other and use our ideas to divide us, even though, nobody wants anybody to, like, well, I mean, in the group that of people that I hang out, we don't hope for bad things for people. We want to make the world a better place. And so, you have to make the choice for yourselves how you're going to behave. And being racist is pretty fucked up. And, you know, there's a lot of things in the world that are pretty fucked up. But I'm just here to talk about music. And I like music because it can make you think about things that might be difficult to talk about, but in a fun medium, I guess. So then we have Concrete Jungle. And, you know, that's about being in the city and surviving as a youth and like going around. I used to walk to school and high school and junior high, and it was a long ass walk. Let me just tell you. Um, I don't know. I had to adopt a way of how I held myself so that I would feel less vulnerable. And I was kind of a tomboy. Like I rode a skateboard, and I was a tomboy, and I tried to look kind of not super feminine, which kind of sucked because being a girl isn't all terrible. It's kind of great, but when you're anyway, I digress. Um, I guess it's about the art of getting through the city with your armor on and making it unscathed to the other side, okay? And then we have Too Hot, which it's still in the same subject of what the other songs are leading into, have been leading into. And I like it because it makes me think about summertime in California, all over California, because we have like the best summers, but like at the nighttime when you're hanging out with your friends and you've been hanging out for a while, so you're there, you're in it to win it. And it's warm enough that when it's dark, you don't need a jacket, and it's not hot at the same time, and it's just great, and the specials are great, and that's a good song. And then after that is Monkey Man, and that's a really fun song, and it's pretty funny too. I mean, like, it's kind of a bummer, but it makes me think about going to the scooter rallies and having barbecues and oh, the blue skies, and walking around in San Luis Obispo before it was like gentrified. Um, you know, the 20th century, it makes me think of the 20th century, and the sun didn't shine as harshly, but it still burned really bright. Anyway, New Era is really good. It's about like Rudy's journey through the city, going home with some chick after the bar, and it's pretty funny. And I don't know, it's a wild night at the pub. And then blank expression blank expression, it's really cool because it sounds like a Christmas song to me when it starts out, and I get the coldest vibes from it. And the way the backup vocals are on this song, I really like it a lot. Like, they make it they make the music really effective at portraying the chilly vibe that he's getting from this chick that he obviously hooked up with the night before and like just ran into the bar again. And oh, it's not going to be as nice as he thought it might be. Um and this song is good about showing that vibe, that feeling. Um After that is Stupid Marriage. Stupid Marriage is really fun because Rudy got really pissed off apparently, and now he's being taken to court, and he's got a lot to say, and it's a fun dancey attestation that he has towards what he feels about how it all went down. And and then Too Much Too Young. um I like the drums on this one. um it's 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 pretty It's pretty good about like talking about contraception with your kids without having to bring it up, and it's not in a tacky way. So I feel like it would be good to like, you know, this is a good album to like talk about things and not be like biased about things and let them talk, the kids or whatever who you're talking to that needs to talk. Anyway, um but it's pretty much about birth control and stuff, and being careful, you know. We don't want to encumber ourselves. I mean, like, I have no shade towards anybody who had children at a young age, because why would I? Being a parent is great, and choosing not to be a parent is great, and living your own life is great. So I just think that as a young person, why would we as parents want them to be encumbered with having to care for an extra person other than figure out who they are? So I think it's a good song for the youth of any age, except for, you know what I'm talking about. Just, for the teens. Too much too young, you know? You know what I mean. Anyway, and then Little Bitch. Little Bitch is really good. I think it pretty much calls it like it sees it. Um, I think the thing about that too is we've all been in like both positions. I mean, I don't know about we've all, but I have. I mean, I can't say I haven't been that little bitch, and I can't say that I haven't laughed at a little bitch or like been all pissed off about my friends having to deal with some little bitch. But, in the end, we keep it moving and we just do our best to be a better person afterwards, right? Hopefully. And so, Rudy's going through that. He's dealing with these people he's never had to think about before. And then as we talk about dealing with the people he's never had to think about, now he has to think about them. So he's thinking about that, and you're wondering now which comes next. And that is the last song. And it's really fun and dancy and yet chill. And I feel like it's, I don't know, it's an attestation. I don't mean to be redundant, but I am, because I'm new. Um, it shows that he is reflecting and thinking about where to go from here after being disappointed in life. And basically, that's the whole album. It's like the story of Rudy, and he's having to deal with these crappy ass situations. And he gets to have that whole album be his story, and I like it. And I think that the music is so good because it always makes me feel happy and have a good time. Um, and if I'm feeling low, it could help me feel better. And at a party, it's always good. And I would just say listen to the specials. And then, I don't know, I hope you decide you want to check it out. So I'm going to be done talking about that now. I just want to say a few things. Um, Please like and follow me and share and subscribe. Excuse me. And all the things that people do. Um, I don't know. As I think about more what I'm trying to do, like I have to be my own guinea pig on what I'm even trying to attain here. So, um, I apologize ahead of time for, you know, being emotional or like, I don't know, getting out of hand. Sometimes I can get out of hand, but I try not to. But I appreciate all of you and all of my friends. And if you've listened to any of those albums with me at any time, here's a holler out to you, because those were some good times, all of them. And I love you guys. And like, even the people that I don't connect with anymore, I still want everybody to have the best lives that they can. And I hope everybody has a blessed week. It is February 1st. Can you believe it? It's February 1st, and we're starting a whole new month. So I hope everybody's month is really great, and that, I don't know, we all enjoy ourselves as much as possible. All right, everybody, have a good rest of your week. Please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I hope you have a great night. Cheers.